Hello everyone and welcome to Kitty's Cove. I'm doing Power Washing Simulator again because the first time you could not hear me. And so I'm pretty much just gonna be repeating everything I said in that video as much as I remember anyway, because I have a terrible memory. Why do I got this power washer? This ain't my washer. Yeah. Yeah. And short. So I think actually, now that I started, is that still too loud? Yeah. I think, basically what I said in the other video was that I'm trying to be more consistent in making my videos, but I just kind of have a lot going on right now. I'm a full-time student. I study game art, which for those of you who don't know what that is, because I pretty much get asked every time I bring it up, it's like making the video game characters and props, environments, animation, which I absolutely hate. That's not for me. But it's a class I have to take, which sucks. So yeah, I just got a lot going on. I typically don't do commentary videos because I have a toddler and she is very loud. You guys heard her in my last video of Cure. She screams. And luckily the mic I'm using doesn't pick her up too loudly, but it is still loud enough. I also, right now I'm using my gaming headset to record because I have no idea what's going on with my microphone, but it was like cutting out and it just didn't really sound good either, so I have to get my husband to take a look at that, but he is also a full-time student and he works full-time as well, so he doesn't have a lot of time to help me either, so I don't know when that's going to be fixed. So if you guys do like the commentary videos, I'll try to do them more, but for right now, my quality is not going to be the best. I hate this game so much. Like, as soon as I start power washing, I'm totally over it. But then it's like, I also can't stop, but then I can't wait for it to be over. Did I finish this? Yeah, I did. So yeah, I'm trying to, hopefully I will be able to do a video every day this week, but I do have a wedding to go to on Friday, so I'm not sure if I will have time to make a video for Friday, but I'll do my best. I also have to restart my Subnautica game, because I think I mentioned in the last Power Washing Simulator, not that you could hear me. I mean, if you could, great, but I doubt it. I had to reset my entire computer because I had no storage at all. So I had to flip, well, my husband did it for me, I didn't do any of it. He had to flip the 1 terabyte with the whatever I had in it before. It was not a lot, like maybe 500 or probably less if I'm being honest, because I didn't know what I was doing when I bought a computer. I kind of just went for it. I bought a pre-build from Origin PC, which you can customize, and I did customize some stuff, but I did not I don't know, my brain just didn't think about storage and I left it on the default, so I have like nothing. But yeah, so anyway, well, now I do have some storage, and unfortunately, my game file for Subnautica was completely gone, so I will have to start that over. And I probably will record the start over, just because I know a lot of you guys really wanted me to do voiceovers for Subnautica. And there seems to be like a lot to do in early access, which I know for Subnautica, like the original, when it was in early access, that was not the case. Um, and I mean, I don't even remember where I had built my base for like the videos I record, so I know it's gonna be completely different, so I might as well just like re-record the whole thing. God, I upgrade my power washer. I think I did that last episode, and it just does not feel any stronger. You know what I miss? I miss that power washing attachment from Power Washing Simulator 1. I think you can buy it. I do believe. Is this the one I have? No, this is the one. No. Yes? No, it's different. Okay. Do I have that? Sell. Yes, I do have that. There was one. Man. That. This thing right here. I want that. That was stupid for me to buy. Should I just sell it? Yeah. Okay. Because that was like... Is this it? That's not it. Is this it? This is it. Well, this one probably sucks. No, okay, it's pretty good actually. I'm lying. I thought the other one that I had was better, but I don't know. This attachment, this 3 nozzle attachment that I just bought was like, I don't know, the best thing ever to me in Power Washing Simulator 1. Like, I feel like I could clean faster. Maybe that's not true. We'll see how long the recording takes. But I don't know, this is like my favorite thing. I'm honestly not a fan of the bigger maps. Like, Roller Disco was beautiful, don't get me wrong, but that took me over 2 hours, and I do not have 2 hours. Like, I rarely ever have 2 hours to myself. That recording was like split up into like 6 recordings, which you could probably tell by the like jump cuts and like one moment I'm over here and the next I'm back at the starting point. But it took me forever. It took me days because sometimes my daughter just is not happy when I play games. I was also saying that I loved how in Power Washing Simulator 1 you could pretty much parkour your way to finishing any map, and that's not a thing here. Like, you absolutely need to use ladders and the step stools to be able to finish some of these maps. Which I don't know why. I'm not complaining, but it was just a stupid little challenge that I made for myself and that I liked to do. And I can't do that now. But yeah, I feel like this is so much faster. Look at that. Also, shout out to the people who don't use the C button to clean, and that means going like this. That makes me so motion sickness. That's not a word. That's not, well, that's a word. It's not correct. It gives me motion sickness is what I was trying to say. And I don't know how anybody can play this game like that. But like, props to the people who do, because like I said, some of these maps take like 2 hours or more. And I just don't know. I don't know how I would live without the C button. I loved PowerWashing Simulator so much. I played through it like 4 times, which is probably why I hate it now. It's because I just power washed myself out. I do not plan on doing it with this game. 1 time is enough, because, oh my gosh. I've made so many videos already, and I feel like I'm not even halfway through the game. Which is good. It's great that there's so many maps. And, you know, they also have the DLCs. I'm excited for the Star Wars one. I definitely want to get the Adventure Time one as well. Sadly, I never got to play the Wallace and Gromit from PowerWashing Simulator 1, but I do think I did all the other DLCs. Like, I know I didn't record all of them. I did them on my own time. I also really want to play Grounded on the channel, especially now that they have Grounded 2. It's in early access, but, you know, that'll give me time to play Grounded 1. I was also thinking about doing Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero if you guys are interested. Like, I know they're older games, but I don't know. Why not, you know? I own them both, so I have beaten Subnautica 1. I don't really remember much of it, so that's why I think it would be a good reason to play. I don't remember really anything about it. Like, of course I know, like, there's aliens and some sort of virus or whatever, and you gotta, like, get off the planet. But that is my base knowledge. I have a feeling this map is gonna take like 2 hours, which I do not have today, so if that's the case, it will be broken up into parts. Not that it will be for you guys, but right now my toddler's finally sleeping, which is a miracle. This kid, I don't know what it is. Like, she got FOMO or something, but she never naps. And then she, like, goes to bed at like 9, 10 o'clock and wakes up at 7 in the morning. So, Lord have mercy on my soul, but she's just not a sleeper. And I blame her father for that. He's not a sleeper either. And me, I love my sleep. Like, I'd be going to bed at like 8 o'clock. Not so much anymore because she won't, and I have to put her to bed, but when I can, I'll be in bed as early as 7. I'm so tired. I'm so tired all the time. It's like actually really bad, but it's probably from the 6 coffees I drink every day. And no, I'm not exaggerating. I drink a lot of coffee. I mean, not every day, but most days I'll have like four cups at least. And usually 3 of them are like right when I wake up. Yeah. Another reason I don't typically do commentary videos is because like I'm just not a talkative person. Like I'm really trying my hardest right now to figure out things to talk about. And then my voice also like I don't know, gets gravelly sometimes like when I'm recording if I'm talking too much. Like I don't know, my voice just gets weird and I hate it. But obviously if you guys like it, like that makes it a lot better for me. Like I don't feel like I'm just doing it for nothing, you know? Alright, let me finish downstairs first. I didn't even touch the pool. I I'm I know the power washer I had was better, but because it costs more, so I mean I would really hope it's better. But this one it's this attachment, I'm telling you, it just does it. I don't know about you guys, but I love to go swimming. That's like one of my favorite activities to do. It's good exercise. But my stepdad, he just got a pool installed, an in-ground pool, and it's heated to 90 degrees. Oh my God, I've never been in like a pool that was like heated that much. It's so nice. Like we went in there when it was like 94 degrees outside and you got out the pool and you felt cold. And you're like, how does that even possible? And then it was spoiled me a little bit because we went to Lake Compounds the other day and we brought our daughter and she couldn't get on any of the rides, so of course we had to like bring her in the pool for something to do. Oh my God, that pool felt like worse than ice cubes. I don't know. Like that was the coldest water I have ever touched in my life. And I know that that's probably because we've been using the heated pool and I'm spoiled. But oh, we we were not in there for long because my poor baby, she was shaking. She was shaking so hard, and then of course she had a tantrum when we got out because she didn't want to get out, but I'm like, girl, you're turning blue over here. And then also for those of you who don't know, look up Lake Compound's Boulder Dash. I'm pretty sure the oldest roller coaster in America. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure it's definitely the oldest wooden roller coaster. So I was like super excited. In our orange rooms, we have standard service Tingletown. Gently nestle yourself upon the relaxational beds. Wait, what? Relaxational bed of nails and feel 1,000 pins reinvigorating your skin. I didn't finish. Is she talking about acupuncture? I've had acupuncture once and I don't feel like it did literally anything for me. It didn't really hurt. I was like terrified that I would like fall off the bed and like get all those needles stabbed in me though. So it was like, you know, it's supposed to be relaxing. I was just kind of terrified the whole time. And it did not relieve any pain. That was for sure. Like, I don't know if I just, you know, it was done wrong because so what happened was I had gotten hurt at work and they covered a bunch of services. Like we did physical therapy, and even though I don't, I was not hurt that bad to need physical therapy. Like, but anyway, you know, they covered it, so I was like, you know what, let's try it. And yeah, so acupuncture was a part of that. So like, luckily, it was not something I paid for, because I definitely would not do that again. But like, also kind of just glad that I got to experience that. This is so blue. This is my favorite color blue. Baby sky blue. So this is random, but you know, Netflix came out with a new version of Little House on the Prairie, and you know, me and my husband put it on like ready to be disappointed, but it is actually really good. So if you liked the original or you liked the book, I definitely recommend giving it a watch. We also watched From recently, which if you like scary, like Walking Dead type of shows, that is also a very good one. Very, very good. I didn't get to finish it because MGM is really expensive, but you know, do the free trial and binge watch it because it's worth it. Like, I'm gonna see if I can make a second account to to get that free trial again because I really wanted to finish it. It was so good, I literally dreamt about it. I had dreams I was living in that world. What the heck is that? Is that a bug? I have a ew. Ooh, it gives me the skin crawling. I have like a huge phobia of bugs. I thought it was just spiders at first, which spiders are my worst phobia. Like, I have arachnophobia very bad. Like, I will cry, I will laugh, I will break on into full hysterics. But then I realized it's like literally all bugs. I will like freak out if an ant's on me or like if a butterfly lands on me. Like, I don't know, I just can't. I can't handle it. The other day, my daughter came up to me and she's like, "Look it." And I thought she was holding a piece of wood. So I went to grab it from her because I'm like, okay, that's dangerous. Don't want you to swallow that. She's only 1 year old, by the way. So I'm like, don't want you to swallow this. Give it to me. And I had touched it and it was a freaking moth. And it flew up in my face and I just started screaming. And my husband, like, bro, The moth is not gonna hurt you. I'm like, yes, it will. It hurts my soul. And then so, since I started screaming, my daughter started screaming and freaking out. I'm like, dude, you were just holding it for like 10 minutes. Don't even. But, you know, I know that, like, what the heck just happened? I just, like, fell to my knees. There was some achievement about the cats in this game. I gotta figure out what it is. I think it's like you have to pet all the cats in your lobby or something like that. Oh, little funny fun fact about me is that I actually really dislike cats. Like, I could live with them. No, I can't. That's a lie. My husband really wants a cat, and I feel really bad because, like, we had a cat, and I was like, okay, but this is your cat. You gotta take care of it and do all the stuff. And I was always the one cleaning out her litter box and feeding her and all that. Like, he would just nap with her, really. So I was like, bruh, I can't do this. Because, like, I would be trying to make a video or trying to do my schoolwork, and the cat would just, like, constantly jump up on my keyboard. I'm like, bruh, I'm gonna throw you out the window. I can't. My dog doesn't require this much attention. Like, and I have a golden retriever, so she's an attention hog. Okay? I could deal with, like, needy, attention-seeking animals, but that was something else. Like, I've never seen the cat either want so much from a person. Like, she was a good cat. She didn't, like, tear up furniture or anything like that, but I just, like, I don't know. I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle her constantly jumping on me. It's just like something in my soul is like, no. Kind of like the bugs. Like, I don't know. I just can't do it, man. But yeah, I don't know. I've had my username, I'm a Unikitty, since I was like 12 or something like that. And I just never bothered to change it, so I don't know. My husband calls me Kitty, which I like. Which is weird. You'd think I wouldn't like it because I don't really like cats, but here we are. I don't know. I think it's because I've also, like, grown up with dogs my whole life. So I'm just more used to, you know, the way that they act. And plus, dogs are so loyal, like, you know. My dog, my dog that passed away, I should say, she has bitten people for hitting me. Like, even if it was just an accident, like, she was so protective of me, and it was just, like, the best thing in the world. I was like, that is literally my best friend. So, you know, if a cat sees me getting beat up, they're just gonna, like, walk away. And they don't care. Like, I probably should, like, I'm not being abused, I promise. Like, I realize I probably, like, That's not probably something I should say. I just used to get into a lot of fights when I was younger, okay? Like, gotta clarify that. What's not done? The leaves. Do I have to do... Yeah, I have to do each leaf individually. I forgot to read in our rooms. You know what? I'm not reading that. When the egg reaches the other side, you have to fight your way out and through the door to begin your new life reborn. I don't know what you're talking about, Viola. Okay, I think we're almost done. Yeah, 61%. We're halfway there. A little over halfway. But I feel like there's a lot of bigger items in this map, so it's not too bad. Yeah, there's actually like really no small things except for the door handles and numbers. I'm gonna go to Starbucks today because there's a coupon for a $3 drink, but I'm excited. My favorite is the caramel macchiato iced. I've tried like other drinks before, but I don't know, they just like don't hit the same. Don't fall. Don't fall. Okay, maybe oop. Doesn't do the trick. It's just not the same. It's just not the same. Where is it? Put it back. Yeah, okay. I was fairly certain I didn't finish that. We're almost there. I'm also so hungry, which, I don't know, for me, it just kind of happens out of nowhere. So, like, obviously, I would have ate before this if I knew, but I was fine, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, I'm starving. This is a horrible color. I don't know what this is. Like, beigeish green. So, there was one time, I don't know why that beige color reminded me of this, but I bought my house when I was 20 years old, right? I had no idea what I was doing, like, not one singular clue. Nobody taught me how to do these things, I kind of just did it. So, everything from then on, I was kind of just like rolling with the punches. And I decided one day that I just absolutely hated the carpets that were in the rooms. And so I just ripped up the carpets. Like, I just woke up one day, I was like, I hate these carpets, and I start ripping them up. And I was like, okay, like the floor underneath is like pretty good. It's not like great, you know, there's like gaps and stuff, but I was like, should be fine. You know, I should be able to fix that. Like, you know, there's the internet and stuff. I can figure it out. Um, which did not go well. I put like that wood filler in, but I guess the gaps were too big, so it was just like come out in chunks. But anyway, like I had sanded and stained my floors, but I didn't know what I was doing. So I got stuck to the floor because the stain is sticky. So I was like stuck to the floor for a little bit. I had to like really like kind of rip myself off the floor. And then my whole leg was stained like this blue-gray color. Like dark blue-gray too. And I tried like scrubbing it off. It would not come off. And then again, I didn't know what I was doing. So I didn't put a sealant on the floor. So like mopping it one time, there's all these like splotches on the ground, and I'm like, what's going on? So now I got these splotchy, stained, uneven floors. Oh, and then the worst part too, one of the rooms was bigger than the other. So I didn't buy enough stain cans. So I go back to Home Depot, bought the wrong color stain. So it was like half the room was stained one type of blue-gray, and then the other half of the room was stained a different type of blue-gray. And then, like I said, I mopped, and the floors weren't sealed, so it was splotchy, and you could kind of see through the stain. It was like, it was quite literally terrible. And, I'll never live that story down. My husband still makes fun of me for staining my legs to the floor. And he recently fixed the floors. He put in like those pergo type floors, like I don't want to say like clicking, because it was definitely not. Like he had to use like a hammer to like smack them into place. And he did a lovely job. But every time he sees any of the floors, he likes to remind me of what I did to them. But yeah, I don't know why the beige color reminded me of it. Probably just because it was ugly, and it reminded me of the ugly mistake I had made. The color of the floor wasn't bad, okay? Other than the fact that I had two different colors in one room, but we're not talking about that right now. So, like, I had chosen a nice color. It was just very poorly done. And I tried my best. I sanded it down and cleaned it and all that. And, had I put the sealant on the floor, it would have been fine. Well, my husband hated the color anyway, so. But, had I done that, it would have been fine. But I just didn't know any better. I'm very, very lucky that my husband knows how to do these things. Because I was like, please, I can't bear to look at this anymore. He's like, okay. He's like, I've always hated them, so that is no problem for me to go and do that. So yeah, he handles all the all the DIY projects now. I'm not really allowed to touch them. Which is not fair to say because I can do it well if you tell me what to do. Ah, 79, we're almost there. 80. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I will tell you more about myself. I don't really know what to, like, tell, because I'm very, like, for one, not talkative, but also, I don't really think things about me are interesting. But that's why I chose PowerWashing Simulator, so that you guys could get to know me as well as give you updates about stuff going on. I used to have 3 birds, 3 green-cheeked conures. Unfortunately, they all died. Not at the same time. I took very good care of them. They did not all die at the same time, but this was like a while ago. So, but they were amazing, amazing creatures. One of them talked. He would say, "Pretty bird." He was my favorite bird as well. I had gotten him first, and I had him for like 5 or 6 years. And he was so cool. I don't really know what else to say about it, but he was just such a cool bird, and I want to get another bird eventually. But my husband told me no pets, no more pets. Because I also, like, I used to work at Choice Pet, which is kind of a pet store. Not really anymore. Like, they used to sell pets, but there's only like a couple left that do sell pets. So it's kind of like a Petco, PetSmart type of deal. And people were just giving me animals, and I love animals, so I couldn't say no. So, like, at one point, I had 3 dogs, 2 cats. I don't know if I had the 3 dogs at the same time as the cats, but for sure, what I do know is that at one point I did have 3 dogs, a hedgehog, a ferret, and I think I had 1 bird left at that point. So I had like 5 or 6 animals, something like that, at one point. And then I had gotten pregnant. So I don't know, this is just a thing with ferrets, but once you get pregnant, like, ferrets are like psycho around you. So, I loved my ferret so much, but once I got pregnant, she started like biting the life out of me. And like she was like feral. She was feral around me. Like I was like, dude, you like have rabies or something because you just switched up. Um, but yeah, then I read that just can happen with pregnancies. Like they don't like your hormones or something. And then I also couldn't change her bedding because of that ammonia smell. Like you can't be around that when you're pregnant. And my husband like refused to change her bedding. Not refused to, but he just, he didn't have time because he works a lot. And he's like, "You're a stay-at-home mom, so you gotta take care of the pets." And I was like, "Okay." But, I literally could not do that anymore. So I had to give her away. And then, plus, every time I tried to change her bedding, she would attack me. So I was just kind of over it as well. And then, similar deal with the hedgehog. She, like, has that ammonia smell in her bedding. So I wasn't able to change that, so I had to give her to my sister. she's still alive. She's kicking it. She's doing well. She's a fat little hedgehog now. And then, yeah, we had 2 cats at one point together. I'm fairly certain that was along with the 3 dogs. Because my husband, like, begged me for a cat, and I was like, okay. I was like, there's this lady giving away 2 cats for free on Facebook, and they're boys. Because he wanted, like, more boy animals in the house. So I was like, that's perfect. He never had a boy cat. So I never had a cat. I didn't know this about cats. Boy cats like to mark literally everywhere that they possibly can. And it smells so disgusting. And then that little shit peed on my keyboard. In my keyboard. Into the buttons. Oh, I was so mad. So yeah, then we well, actually, so we had a black cat and an orange cat. And like I said, they were both boys. And one of them ran away very quickly. What happened was, I had made dinner. My husband came home. He was so exhausted. He was starving. I served his dinner. He put it on his desk. He turns around to say something to me, and like it was like not even 2 seconds. He hears a noise and he looks back, and the cat stole his entire piece of chicken. Like it was a huge piece of chicken as well, and these cats already ate. Like they were not starving, they were fine, but that little shit ate his entire piece of chicken. So he threw the cat off his desk, not like hard or anything. He didn't hurt him, but it was just like a little toss. He was like, "Get out of here!" And the cat didn't like that. So the second that the door opened up, he just ran. And we tried looking for him, but he was gone. And then the second cat, the orange cat, he was good. He was good once that other cat ran away. He was a pretty good boy. But we also were not told when we got the cats that these cats have been outside before. And that they needed, like, some outside time so that they didn't run away. So this cat, I don't know, man, he knocked out the window, like, I don't know what it's called, like the window grate, so that like bugs don't get in. He knocked that out of the window and jumped out the window from 2 stories up. Or would you consider that 1 story? I don't know. But he jumped out the window from a whole story up onto pavement and was just gone. And so we went to the store, and because he would like stay around the house though, like he would stay around the neighborhood, and I would see him like every couple of days. So we went to Harbor Freight and bought like one of those critter traps, which I think is more like meant to be for like raccoons and stuff, but you know, I was like, you know, our cat's pretty small. It'll be fine. And it was. We laid out some food, and we caught him, and we brought him inside, gave him a bath and everything, and then like the next day he did it again, jumped out the window. Okay, so we rinse and repeat, do the whole thing over again. Catch him again. It took a little longer this time because he realized, he was like, that crate is a trap and I'm not going in there. But you know, eventually he got hungry enough that he was like, fine, I'll go in there. So we caught him again. And I don't remember how he got out the last time, but you know, he escaped again. And my husband was like, you know, my grandma always said, they keep leaving, just let them go. So that was the last time we we tried looking for the cat. And, but I mean, he stopped coming around after that last time of running away. So I was like, whatever. So hopefully he's happy. What what is bad about it though is that he was not neutered, so he's probably out there getting all the kitties pregnant. So yeah, I've had a lot of animals. When I was younger too, I used to have like a lot of frogs and a lot of different types of birds, like not just like budgies, but like big birds. Where? Oh, I don't know how I missed that. How did I miss that? What the heck? What? Oh, what? Am I blind? What the actual heck? I hope I can finish this in time. I have to go soon. Eh, no! Oh man, I shouldn't have jumped down. Pool drain? Nice. Shayla. Hello, I've got a dirty gator that needs a deep clean. Get yourself down to the wreck whenever you can. I don't know why I said it like that, don't mind me. Beautiful. Alright, well that's going to be it for me today. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.